And we are live. We are back with Battle of the Americas oh my god. ESL Open Cup Americas number 61. I'm of course Light_VIP. With me is the fabulous, the beautiful, the player that we are casting, the Aussie Protoss, and Milk is here as well.
What? You're hovering over the Zerg player.
I know, that's why I said Zerg. Oh boy,
he's not even Aussie either.
I know.
He's an American.
I was
he's
talking
yellow. He's playing for Root. It's Neuro.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha ALE, it is, of course, the Duck of the Stars himself, the Australian Protoss. He's pink. He is StarDuck. Boy. Mate.
Aussie Zerg, he says.
And I was kind of surprised. If we look at the bracket, there's another Australian player who signed up to. Oh my god. Okay.
Pig.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting about Pig. Azure, an Australian Terran signed up today as well.
How can you forget about Pig, man? He's the Australian representative, man. Come on, like.
It's true. He is the third best Australian player in the bracket. You're not wrong.
I can't believe you'd forget. I'm gonna tell Pig. Pig, Light forgets you're Australian sometimes.
Well, like, it's just like, look, I just assume he's always casting, okay? I forget that he starts off playing sometimes. And I'm really curious to see how this is going to turn out. Again, Neuro, he's of course a very popular player and streamer. I know a lot of people think of Neuro as like a content creator, but recently, at least for the past like 6 or so months, he has been focusing on competing, on improving as a player.
Does Pig give you like New Zealander vibes or something? Like, is that what it is?
Look, I just keep forgetting he plays, okay?
You just forget, huh?
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
You know, he's a streamer, he was on a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's he makes content. He does cast, sure.
Oh god. Oh boy. All right.
I thought that was a drone walking by the depth. I was so shocked.
And I'm kind of worried for Neuro here. We'll see what he has in store for us. Again, we didn't really get to cast Neuro that much. We've casted him like once before, but we did of course see StarDuck beat Jim in the late game. So I don't know if Neuro wants to let the game go on that long.
Yo, Neuro's got this, 100%.
What are we gonna see from Neuro?
We're gonna see some very standard calculated plays that are gonna be well executed, and StarDuck's just be like, wow, I suck.
It's gonna be not just well executed builds. It's gonna be like Zen-like, if you will, you know, yes, like it's
exactly
his hands. He's going to be completely calm and chill as he does so. Nothing is going to affect his decision making here. It's all, as you said, calculated. Oh,
very Yumo Goi Goi Fai Sao. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what that means.
You don't know Yumo Goi Goi Fai Sao?
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, eh?
Yeah. Oh god, I missed that show.
One more thing.
Oh god,
Uncle.
Oh god,
great show.
The best show. If people are wondering what the hell are these guys on about, Jackie Chan Adventures, it was a cartoon in the early 2000s and it was amazing.
Only 90s kids will remember Jackie Chan Adventures.
Or the 90s, yeah. Oh my god. And he would have like PSAs at the end of the show as well, like live action PSAs and stuff. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. God damn it.
I mean, we already know what's happening. 2 Stargates, a Void Rays, you know, layers come in. I guess it's up to Neuro to see what he makes after the layer's done.
Well,
you know, Hydras, I'm guessing.
I mean, I
guess.
I don't know about that. Like, again, the really interesting thing is that Neuro did hide the Evo Chamber, and he's working on +1 melee. So, yeah, it's looking like he wants to go for a bit of, like, a more Ling Bane heavy composition.
With Hydras. I don't know.
Maybe with Hydras.
It's possible.
Yeah. Like, he only has 3 gases so far, and he doesn't have that many. He's making a decent amount of queens. We'll see. He's also working on Numerside's Carapace.
No. That third is so saturated. What the heck?
Oh boy, that's a lot of drones there. Meanwhile, the Voiders are kind of just chilling. They could totally go toe to toe with some of these queens.
They should be going toe to toe with the queens. I don't. Okay, they're just leaving. Oh. +1 finished.
Ooh,
but Zealots are so good.
Zealots are better than +1, mate. Oh boy. As they do end up defending, a couple of drones went down across the map. Doesn't really matter. Again, Neuro, he's very oversaturated here at his third.
Yeah, he's got the drones for the gases. It's okay, you know.
Oh my god.
Yo, fast +2 with Baneling Nest and Hydras. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay, Neuro.
We'll see if this pays off. Again, we were talking about it. Cold, calculated, zen-like, if you will. These decisions, we'll see if they pay off. Again, especially when it comes to dealing with these Void Rays for going that +1 range. I mean, he's going to be able to deal with the ground army, I guess.
I mean, yeah. Let's see. I'm really worried about Neuro because he's still on 3 bases. I figured he'd get a 4th, like, you know, real quick. Maybe he's just waiting for his Hydras to concept before getting the 4th. He is getting a macro hatch, which, you know, is fine and all. I'm very, like, unsure about, like, this 3 base play. Okay, there he goes. He's sending his drone off to get the 4th.
Yeah. But immediately the Void Rays are on the way. This 4th is not gonna. this 4th is not long for this world. I'm concerned as well because this is an incredibly late 4th, as you were saying. So I assume Neuro is just going to go for an incredibly strong push, right? With that +2 question mark. I'm just concerned because StarDuck did go double Stargate Void Ray. Like, he is committing pretty heavily to the Sky Toss. We'll see how this goes. What I will say is that Ling Bane is going to do pretty well against Disruptors. Like, Disruptors, like, ideally, Disruptors go up against Queen Roach Ravager because it's so much harder to split. But Lings, they can get on top of the Disruptors pretty quickly.
If he doesn't have enough Zealots. But, you know, with the Banelings, you know, I can see that happening. And here comes the fight of the century. Queens and Void Rays going at it, duking it off. We got Long Boy Laser Beams versus Pissed Off Karens.
Oh boy.
Yo, am I gonna see a Creep Highway?
I mean, there's no need for a Creep Highway. He's just sending everything across the map, even all the Overlords. I'm a little bit concerned because StarDuck, he now finally realizes what's going on. He's throwing down a bit of stack defense, but it's not that much, and it's at the third, not at the natural. That's
a lot of Hydras there. The Disruptors, they're going for it. They get the Banelings, though. So that's a good win for StarDuck. Zergling reinforcements are here. The Overlords are pooping on everything. Disruptor shot on all the queens, using transfuse on everything. 3 queens just to go down, but that's it for the Disruptors. There's one more Disruptor shot. There was no split. The Disruptors are behind the wall, and the Disruptor shots, they're pretty decent.
Yeah, that they are. The Void Rays are still standing strong. We do have a couple more units being warped in. The Disruptors are getting passed upon by the Lings.
Well, that's 1 Disruptor down. He's still got 4 more left. The other shots, more shots are going off, and Hydra's running into them. And I think this is getting cleaned up. The Void Rays coming on. They're killing off Hydras, and Zealots are killing off Zerglings. Easy peasy. And now Neuro's in a bit of trouble. He doesn't have a 4th. He only has a macro hatch. StarDuck's getting his 4th.
Oh boy, it's this is a dangerous situation. Neuro was essentially he that was meant to kill. That was meant to kill StarDuck, or at least deal some damage, and he didn't deal any economic damage whatsoever. Like he just traded units for units, and it was worth so much more for StarDuck to hold there. And now StarDuck is going across the map.
Yeah, getting the disruptors was a good choice. I think Neuro might have been banking on High Templar storms. And yeah, having those disruptors come out sooner than expected kind of, I guess, threw him off guard. And also getting all those banelings while they're still forming.
Yeah,
that wasn't a good thing.
Exactly. We talk about it quite often in this matchup. Like disruptors are really good early on for like early game defense, and eventually they do drop off. But StarDuck, he's on top of it. He already has the Templar archives. He's working on Storm. He's working to eventually get into High Templar for those storms, for those feedbacks. Meanwhile, Neuro is still trying to look for some damage. Thankfully, StarDuck is being pretty defensive, so Neuro is able to double expand from here.
Well, hopefully he buys himself enough time for that double expansion to, you know, pay off. He's going for another bit of a pokey attack while attacking the fourth as well. Drop the shot. Oh!
Beautiful.
Bought himself time.
Yeah, 22 probes just went down everything in the natural mineral line, along with that little run by towards the bottom right. So Neuro, he's doing well to, like, you know, keep StarDuck at home. The problem is that eventually StarDuck's getting pretty close to maxing out.
Oh, StarDuck's getting carriers.
Oh boy.
He's getting that flux vein. Or here, he got the flux vein, I should say.
Yeah. Oh boy, and Neuro, like, he's working towards, like, you know, oh god, a better tier army. Oh, as one Void Ray does go down, like, he did finish up his Spire, he's working on his Hive, but you were mentioning it earlier, like, he needs time to get into that, and StarDuck shouldn't give that to him.
No, oh no, he's going for the Hive. Is he gonna get it? He's gonna get it. He gets it. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oof. That hurts so much. Like, Neuro, he was banking on getting that Hive to eventually work on his Vipers, so eventually, you know, get a more sophisticated army. Now he's still stuck with Lingbane Hydra. Oh, the High Templar.
Oh, High Templars! Having to waste the storms, but there are still a few more High Templars here alive, and StarDuck's army is scary light. He could push out, I feel like, and, you know, do at least get 2 bases, I would say. With this is I don't want to look at that.
Oh god, it's disgusting, mate. We got High Templar for Storm, we got Disruptors for the Novas, we got Carriers, we got Void Rays and Zealots. It's everything you want in a Protoss army. The only thing missing is like a mothership.
Neuro doesn't seem like he has a lot of forces. He's waiting for these Banelings to finish, but he's pouncing on top of them. The Disruptors, they're about sending out their Purification Novas. They don't hit anything. Storms landed. They were pretty decent. The Banelings are walking in, trading out with some Zealots, but it's just Hydras, Queens, and Banelings now. Nothing else, and GG is called. StarDuck taking game 1.
GG, well played. Oh boy, Neuro, as you're saying, he was going for pretty sick timing early on. But it's a bit unfortunate because it does kind of rely on your opponent for going, you know, into Zealots and into High Templar, which is the standard thing to do. But more recently, Protoss have been playing around a lot more with those Disruptors.
Damn.
Oh boy, as we are getting ready for game number 2. Excuse me. But we did see that Vortex did request a group please. That may be for the next series because the players are ready and we are just hopping right in. God damn it, Kuro.
God damn it, Kuro, what?
She wasn't in game. She wasn't ready to join the lobby.
Oh, well, you know, unfortunate.
God damn it. All right, here we go. Game 2.
And here we are, Romanticide LE. We have our yellow Zerg play on the top left-hand corner of the map, playing for Root Gaming. It is Neuro.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Australian Protoss. He is pink. He is representing Team Fight for Justice. It is StarDuck.
Oh, it's Fight for Justice.
What's it?
I thought it was like just forfeit.
You're so toxic.
Sorry, Valorant.
Oh my god. Milk, please.
I try not to be toxic, man. It's just Valorant. They're like, you know, there's people who don't like when they're losing hard. They're just like, oh, it's just FF, and I'm like, what, bro? It's unrated. What do you mean? Just play it out. It's like, oh, there's no point. Just go to the next game. I'm like, what kind of mentality is that, dude?
Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I mean,
to be fair, in StarCraft, if you see like 12 Zerglings in your main, it's like 3 minutes in, then yeah. I mean,
true. But I also imagine like Valorant games are a lot longer, right? It's like it's a bigger time commitment.
they are.
Yeah. Whereas StarCraft, you know, average game length like 10 minutes, maybe 15. Boy. But not on Romanticide. I'm a little bit concerned about this. Neuro. I'm surprised Neuro let this map through the vetoes, because this is a map that's like pretty easy for Protoss to just turtle up and get up to 4 bases. Aye.
Golden Armada squad, let's go. The only thing Protoss is good at now.
Oh boy. To be fair, like there are some Protosses who still like, you know, meddle in the ground army, but like they're few and far between, right? Like there are some that still go like Chargel Archon or go like +1 Blink Stalker. We've seen that become a little bit more popular recently. But yeah, that not StarDuck. he's all about that Stargate. Oh boy. All right.
Might as well just call himself Stargate, you know.
Awful.
Insert nervous laughter here.
Awful. Oh, I'm shaking my head. Aye. All right. So, what do we want to see from Neuro? Neuro, he was going for something cheeky last game. You know, he was trying to hide. He was trying to hit that +2 melee timing, which you don't see too often. What do you want to see from him this time?
Maybe not a +2 timing, maybe a +1 timing. I feel like the +2 timing is a little too long. But like I can only say this because we're seeing everything. But like by the time he got +2, right, there was like 3 disruptors out on the map, and it's just such a long wait. I feel like.
Yeah.
Or you can like try to play it out, be like really defensive, right? And just like try to hard counter Void Rays. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's really hard for the Zerg player, I would say.
Interesting. I agree. I do think the +2 hits a little bit too late, right? Like as you said, StarDuck, I think he even had like almost 4 or 5 disruptors towards like the end of that fight. It was crazy. Now that Neuro has the information that, oh, okay, StarDuck, this is how he plays things out, right? He goes for those disruptors. Maybe he can make a better informed decision for the kind of all-in he'll go for. And I say all-in because, once again, oh, he's doing it again. I saw the Evo chamber. It's still +1. Melee.
It is +1, so maybe he'll, you know, maybe not go to +2 quite yet.
True.
I like that he has his Zerglings out at the 3rd and he's delaying the placement of the 3rd, you know, as long as possible, right? It's like good, like 30-40 seconds of StarDuck not being able to place down his 3rd. He had to cancel that pylon as well, but
exactly.
Baneling Nest.
Yeah, this Baneling Nest is this is a lot earlier compared to the previous game, and all those lings are on the way. Mate, he's looking to bust his opponent.
Bust him in the face.
Yeah, boy, that's what we're gonna see. That's what we're gonna try and see. We do have a lot of queens on the way as well, so maybe he's still gonna try and march across the map. Which is a little bit concerning because there's no creep highway, or there's no lair actually.
Maybe he's just gonna bust it.
Well, we get spotted.
That's a lot of lings. StarDuck is running back home. He's like, oh shit.
So damn.
It's like, damn. Gotta send everything back. The Depths are in a pretty decent spot. You know, they got their backs to a wall. There's only like 2 areas where the Zerglings can come in. Can't really get us around, but Zerglings trying to get this Nexus, and I think they might be able to get it. Is he gonna cancel? And cancel. Good delay. Good delay.
Just in time, was able to cancel it, and yeah, really nicely done by Neuro behind this. He expands, he takes the 4th base, he's working on his lair. +1 is still on the way, so he can still, you know, try and utilize that, or still work towards +2. Regardless, if he does go for another timing later on, like, it'll work so much better just because of how delayed the start has been.
Very interesting. Started getting a 2nd Robo Bay with the Robo facilities. He's gonna try to pump out I'm guessing disruptors, as many as possible with this. Also getting Flux Veins and more Void Rays. He's investing really hard in these Void Ray disruptors, and it's good, as we saw from the last game.
Definitely. I do like it. I think he's throwing down a 2nd Robo just because it feels like a lot of things have been delayed, so he has to try and catch up a little bit. I wouldn't be opposed to Colossus, to be honest, just because of the mass, like, Ling, Bane, Hydra. Like, I feel like Colossus could serve a purpose here as well. Regardless, you know, whichever one he goes for would be great, and we do see he is still sticking with his disruptors.
I was thinking Colossus as well, but I think if he's gonna get Colossus, he'd probably just stick with the 1 gate and get Extended Thermal Lance first before the 2nd Robo. But no, disruptors, they're just too good. Like, you don't need upgrades for them. You just, you know, shoot the balls out, and, you know, you pray.
Would that
just
be
like me when I play Valorant?
It's all about shooting out them balls. And I gotta wonder, would StarCraft benefit from having like an upgrade for the disruptor, like a range upgrade or something? Is it worth it? Oh my god, he's gonna lose the hatch. Oh no,
he's gonna lose that hatch.
Oh no.
Hey, at least it's better the hatchery than the hive, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's true. True. I feel so, yeah, I've been there as a Zerg player. It's rough. Oh no, the Baileys are still slow. Oh no.
Okay, Purification Nova trying to be sent out against the Zerglings, but they do miss. Neuro can't really get an angle on the Nexus. It's pretty well defended, so running back home. The Banelings, they're rolling on by. And instead of getting Hydralisk, he is going for a Spire, and I'm guessing Corruptors, but Mutas are very possible. I wouldn't be opposed to Mutas though.
I like the Spire play quite a bit, just because, again, we saw how good disruptors were against everything on the ground, so making sure your anti-air is in the sky instead is going to do so much better for Neuro. He doesn't have to worry about dodging those Novas anywhere near as much, but a bunch of the Queens go down the Spire. No! Wow.
Only 6 Corruptors being made. These Warriors just having a field day, man.
The Queens are out of position. They can't save the 4th. It's gonna go down. He's just watching it from afar. And another, mate. There's only a single spore here. It's dead. Oh no.
He's only got like 3 hatcheries now.
He can go for another. He's gonna go down to 2, mate. He's but he's coming back home because there is a Bane run by. Oh!
I have no words.
So where do we go from here? Like, we do see that Neuro, he is down to 3 bases. kind of 3 bases. He's long distance fighting quite a bit. The problem is that he doesn't have any anti-air. As you said, he only got 6 corruptors out. That's it. That's all he's got. Oh god, but the disruptors.
Is he just gonna win with Zergling? Oh, they move command. Oh, but he goes into the main.
Oh, he sneaks in. Oh, is it going to be enough? The Zealots are not on hold position. The Lings, they do go for the 3rd instead. But the problem is, like, after this gets cleaned up, like, can Neuro survive the counterattack?
That is the bigger issue. He does get, like, pretty much all the probes, StarDuck down to 17 probes, but StarDuck still has a huge army. He's got a pretty decent ground army, right? But the Zerglings and Baneless can be able to take care of it, but it's the Void Rays and the carriers, like you said, like, that's the bigger issue. He does have a good amount of queens, and they do have transfuse, but those Void Rays been melting these queens down pretty quick.
Yeah, that they are. Oh boy, god. On top of that, we got disruptors. Disruptors, they don't even care about your transfuses, as it only takes 2 Novas to take out a queen. Oh god, and Neuro just has to buy his time. He still has those 6 corruptors that he managed to get earlier. He has to combine them with his queens with all these spores and just pray.
Hold the line.
Oh god.
Tunnelings have been made. Purification nodes are out, and Neuro didn't react quick enough. He lost a good amount of queens, but the disruptors, they're on cooldown. The Zerglings get on top of the disruptors and the Zealots, and it's just queens, corruptors versus Void Rays and carriers.
Yo, and there's only 3 carriers, and it looks like Neuro has enough to push away the army of StarDuck. StarDuck is 100% all in here. Like, again, he lost so many workers early on. He has to try and end the game, and it looks like he will just right-click on 2 of these hatcheries.
Base trade.
God, the Lings are heading across the map. 2 hatcheries do fall, and I like StarDuck. This time he's going to be fighting the army without spores. If he fights, he backs off. Oh no.
Yeah, this is such a hard fight for Neuro, because StarDuck is just in this area where he can just go back and forth from the 3rd and the main. And Neuro has to travel so far just to be able to fight this. But he sent his Zerglings across the map, and they're just, you know, trying to clean up. As much as they can.
They killed the 3rd. Everything at the 3rd is going to go down. They can't quite make it into the natural, unfortunately. But regardless, damage is being done. Meanwhile, the main is going down. This 3rd is going down. Neuro is down to 1 base. But again, he can still try and make this happen. He almost gets a carrier. He's going to get it.
Oh, but Void Rays too good. Flux Veins, man.
Yeah, Void Rays are pretty good. Oh no. Oh god. The queen.
Thinking 6 more corruptors though, so maybe he has a fighting chance.
Yeah, definitely.
He's going for it, but the Void Rays, they do so much damage against armored. 1 carry does fall, but for what cost?
Exactly.
All the corruptors? He's got 3 corruptors.
He's got
3 more coming out.
He's got 3 on the way, and he's got 3 outs. He's in a total of 6. Like, the thing is, he can focus down the carriers, but there are just so many Void Rays. I think, like, the Void Rays are the real problem now.
Flux Veins is pretty much off cooldown, but at this point, so we'll see. Can Neuro fight this? Flux Veins being activated. Corruptors are just getting destroyed 1 by 1. Instantaneously, it's just queens now. The queens, they're trying to run. Spawning corruptors, they die off, and Neuro's down to 1 hatchery. No tech?
Yeah, he's down to 1 hatchery. He's got a 2nd on the way, but as you said, no tech whatsoever. 2 queens, 2 spores. That is the anti-air of Neuro, and it's not enough to deal with these Void Rays. And a single carrier. It's scrappy, and the supplies are pretty close, but again, the army supply is what matters here.
Damn.
Damn.
Imagine getting beamed down by a Void Ray.
This is one of those games. Well played. GG. StarDuck takes the game, takes the series tour. This is one of those games where you look at it and it's like Void Rays are just absolutely disgusting.
Carriers are gross, man.
Carrier, there were like only 3 carriers made that game, maybe 4.
I misspoke. I meant Void Rays are gross, man.
No, yeah, they are gross. It's absolutely.